Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. As you guessed it, I went to Long and McQuaid today. Maybe it was Marketplace. No. Yes, I went to Long and McQuaid, alright? So, I picked up two pedals though, so two separate videos. So, haha, you gotta wait for the next one. MXR Custom Badass Modified Overdrive. Just the words alone, I thought, maybe that's cool. So I called them up to see what they had for some cheap used pedals in stock, and they had a few. And I thought, alright, well, if I do get two, I'm pretty sure I can buy two pedals today. But we really just needed one, but we did come home with two. Anyways, so there you go. I looked at a bunch of videos, different guitars being played, Les Paul, Strats, and different configurations, Tellys, and so on. And of course, nobody had a Katana amp, and I'm like, come on, really? Of course, maybe somebody did, but I missed that video. So I thought, alright, this thing seems to be pretty decent, so I'm going to give it a chance. And besides, for $60 Canadian, it's a used pedal, but the price is right. The other pedal actually cost me literally half as much. But anyways, like I said, next video, you gotta wait. So, I've been building a favorites list on Amazon. It's about a mile long now, so it's going to be expensive. But anyway, I wanted something right now today, and I thought, why not? Let's see what they have. And this is what I come home with, one of them anyways. And so here's my clean channel, and this is the Katana 100 watt 1x12 Mark II amp. And I've even, this time, actually turned off the reverb. So we have the driest bone signal there is. And of course you're hearing all of this thing being recorded, raw footage, into my camcorder, which has stereo mics. Because you know, I like giving you guys my room acoustics and giving it to you as realistic as possible, okay? So that's my bridge. This is the both. And this will be the neck. 57 classics in the 2018 Gibson Les Paul Studio that I'm using. I will confess to a sin though. I did actually try this out on my Les Paul Standard with the Pro Bucker 2 and 3s. Wasn't entirely impressed with those pickups going through this thing. Did try it also on my Epiphone Casino Hollow Body. Really digging it on those P90s. But today we're just going to do the Les Paul. Alright, let's get this show on the road. Everything's at 12. So we have tone, we have output, we have gain, we have a Hertz manipulator, we have a bump switch for messing around with the mids. Let's just turn it on and see what happens. I gotta confess, I never really got that attached to the neck pickup on this guitar. Of course, I'm gonna have to adjust it and see if I can get a little more crispier. But anyways, I love the bridge pickup in this. So let's hit that little bump switch. It adds a little bit of extra oomph to it too, eh? bump. Now on your high strings, so generally G, B, E, you're going to hear that tone kick in a lot better. That's getting a little crispy. Okay. We're going to thin that out more. Thicken it up a little. That actually sounds better on the neck now. And we can roll things back more too. Alright, we can hang out here all day messing with bazillions of ways to set this thing up. So, here's my honest opinion on this thing. Is it worth 60 bucks? Oh yeah. Is it worth retail? I say definitely, okay? I like it, especially on this guitar and on my hollow body. I still have yet to go through another 10 guitars, but either way, from what I've tried it on so far, I definitely favor the Gibson Les Paul Studio with the 57 Classics, especially the bridge, but you can clean that neck up. And for sure on the Epiphone Casino hollow body, fantastic with P90s. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at on this thing for that sort of thing. I like the style of it, I like the color, the name speaks for itself, because it can get mild to definitely badass, you know. It's not like, you know, mega distortion or heavy metal or death metal kind of tones, but that's not what it's about, okay? It's overdrive, it's not distortion, right? However, you could put a distortion pedal in front of it or behind it and have even more fun and really make stuff go crazy. The bump switch is kind of neat, what it does with all your mids and stuff, and how it, you know, can also give you that little extra edge of kick, which is nice. But I would have actually liked to see them to do something where you could actually get at the stupid button when you're on stage, or even, you know, just by your foot. Because, I mean, I'm sure there's more than enough room. They could have put the main switch here and the bump here, or vice versa. Either way, made it a lot more practical to get at the switch, right? Because you may want to use that on and off during playing, right? And it's kind of hard to lean over and play at the same time and push a button. So I think they could have rearranged the order a little bit better of where they put stuff. Okay? But otherwise, it's not a deal breaker either way, right? What is a bit of an annoyance, okay, a lot of an annoyance, my Boss wireless system will not work with this thing because it has beveled, downward beveled nuts on the stupid thing, and you can't just change the nuts, at least not from what I'm seeing on this thing. So that is a problem. So if you have a Boss wireless system that has one of these receivers with the little baton, that's your power switch, it ain't gonna work, okay? So now there may be a way you could get it to work if you put a washer in front of there and then plugged it in, but you shouldn't have to do that with any pedal. I plugged that thing right into my Ultra Chorus pedal by Behringer. Hey, hassle-free, not a big deal. It works great. I've even plugged it into other pedals, no problem, you know. But into this thing, forget it, it's not going to work. And of course the other new pedal we have, it's not going to work in there either. Beveled nuts. So that's definitely losing some brownie points here. And you guys know you never get a 5-star review out of me anyhow, so here's how it goes. We lose about a quarter of a star for the fact that it's not perfect. Nothing ever is, so I can't give a 5-star rating. However, the other 3/4 of that star that just went la-la and out to the lunch bucket is that nut system that they put on, which makes it a problem if this is the only pedal you're using in your chain. then this is going to be a problem with your Boss Wireless if you happen to have the Boss Wireless system. Okay, unless you're using the pedal board version of it, then you would be perfectly fine. Now, pedal order does dictate how your tones are going to react. So if you needed this as the first in chain, well, forget your Boss Wireless. At least this style, anyway, that I have. And you shouldn't have to spend more money to get the pedal board version of the Boss Wireless just to accommodate Miss Pretty here, okay? Shouldn't have to happen. So manufacturers of all types do use beveled nut systems. I get it, but they really shouldn't be doing that. They should be using a system that's going to be friendly with no matter what kind of a plug-in is being used, because they know for several decades now that we've had wireless available to us as musicians. We use wireless. However, what's happened over the years, though, is the other wireless systems were never a problem until Boss came up with this creation that has a little push button, and this is where the problems start, okay? So, can we blame Boss? No. Boss has a great design. You'll never forget to shut the thing off. Unlike other wireless systems, they have power switches. You got to remember to shut it off. That you don't, right? So that's kind of nice. But anyways, the Joyo system works fine because it has its own power switch. But of course, Joyo systems, they're bulky and ugly too. But it actually was my first wireless system, and I still have a few of these sets kicking around, and they work great. You know, I can't really complain. They do work just fine. But I don't want to be stuck on a Joyo system if I'm going to start using pedals outside of my amp. I want to use my Boss. Because my Boss system is also much, much more cleaner. So we have a full rating of 4 out of 5 on this thing. Yes, I recommend buying it on sale, especially if you can get it for under $100. That is definitely worth it. Okay, if you're going to pay retail, I think the retail, I saw one on Amazon, and I know Amazon is not the end-all to be-all, of course. I mean, there's probably places that sell it for a little bit less, but Amazon had one up there, exact same pedal, brand new, for like $209, which I think, you know, considering what you're getting here, and what this thing is capable of doing, you know, and how well it does work with a multitude of pickup systems really well, I definitely think if you are going to be buying it off of Amazon, perhaps not by choice, it'd definitely be worth the $209. Okay, but see if you can wait till it's on sale, because sale prices are always best. So if you can wait. If you can't, just buy the thing. Or find yourself a good used one online or in your local Long McQuaid store, for example. Okay, if you live in Canada, that is, you'll be able to get it from Long McQuaid. So I like the color. You know, it's nice. Now, it doesn't run on batteries, does not come with a power supply. I had one here, which was fine. My other pedal that I got that I'm going to be videoing for you guys today did actually come with a power supply. But I already had a pedal power supply here anyhow. But it doesn't run on batteries. That's something, you know. I mean, sure, they've got the room for it. They could have done it, but maybe they just didn't want to. I don't know. But who cares? You know, it works. Besides, at least with power supplies, you're not running out of juice. You know, 9-volt, run out of juice in the middle of the gig. Go from dirty crunchy to clean all of a sudden. Really not good for the concert, is it? So guys, I think you should buy one, or at least check one out for yourself. Try and bring your guitar with you if you're going to a music store. And of course, bring your amp, because you want to hear it on your amp. This thing is going to sound different from one amp to the next. I mean, I can go and plug this thing into my acoustic amp down below. Oh man, it is a totally different world on the acoustic amp. Now, it's not an acoustic guitar amp, it's an amp called Acoustic is the brand. It's the G20 electric guitar amp, and man, whew, sounds totally different on that thing too. It gets even more crunchier and more, just more. It's cool. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video and got quite a bit out of it. Do stay tuned, because the next video coming up today will be the next new pedal. So, stay tuned. Catch you later. See ya!